What's up, everybody? World of Matchups is back. Today's team reset is going to be the Indianapolis Colts, led by head coach Mr. Frank Reich and led by newly acquired quarterback Matt Ryan. So, the Colts are always just one of those middle-of-the-road teams. There's nothing really crazy about them. They don't have any superstars until now when they get Jonathan Taylor and he goes scorched earth on the National Football League last year. Now everybody knows that this guy is going to run behind one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League. Last year, this is a team that had a good season and then fell apart at the end simply because they fell under the Carson Wentz curse. Carson Wentz is a horrible quarterback, and that's a team that should have definitely gone to the playoffs, and they did not. So they get rid of Carson Wentz and they bring in Matt Ryan, seasoned veteran. In some people's minds, this guy's a Hall of Famer. He's gone to the Super Bowl. He's got a lot of miles on that arm. He knows how to throw the ball all over the yard. To me, this is definitely an upgrade, and I think it's going to jettison the careers of a guy by the name of Mr. Michael Pittman, who should have a breakout season this year. 50-50 balls are all this guy. He is like T. Higgins Jr. I really like him this year. I think he's going to go to the moon. And I think now you have two superstars in the making on that offense to go with a fantastic offensive line. Quentin Nelson is as good a guard as there is in the National Football League. Frank Reich is a very underrated head coach. Now you're cooking with gas. I like them this year. I think they're going to be the type of team that wins some games that they're not supposed to win. And after looking at their schedule, I'm giving them 10 wins, and I think they find their way back into the playoffs. There's going to be no greater lock on the NFL season this year than week 2, when I believe they go back to Jacksonville, where they have lost 6 or 7 straight times and lost in infamous fashion to get knocked out of the playoffs. They're going to destroy Jacksonville this year. That streak's going to end. Their defense, conversely, is really, really good. They don't get their flowers. They've got good players on every single position of that defense. Now they got Stephon Gilmore. DeForest Buckner's a very, very good player. They're solid. They're solid. And so, when you think of guys like Shaq Leonard, don't get a lot of credit. I mean, this team doesn't really have a whole lot of weaknesses. They need their number 2 wide receiver to emerge. I'm not a big Paris Campbell fan. Watch out for rookie Cincinnati Bearcat. What's this guy's name? Alex something. Alec Mills? Something like that. This guy is going to be a good player. Okay? They haven't had that 1-2 punch since they had Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison. So Alec Pierce. They need this guy to step up. They need to be able to push and move the ball downfield a little bit better. They got to get a little bit more from their number 2 and number 3 wideouts. Old man Jack Doyle is gone. I'm not a big Mo Alley Cox guy, so someone's going to have to step up. Matt Ryan can throw, and yeah, he's old, and yeah, he's a statue, but he'll be protected well. He'll definitely be protected well. And I see big things for this Colts team this year. I like them more than most people will. I think they'll bounce back and learn from the Carson Wentz mistake. And I think they're going to beat some teams that no one's going to think they're supposed to beat. They're not an elite team, but they're not a good team. I think they're a great team. And I think if Jonathan Taylor continues to do what he does, they're in for a big season. Will they make the Super Bowl? I don't think so, but I could see them going to the playoffs and winning a game. No one's got better breakaway speed. No one who's going to really move those chains like Jonathan Taylor, and that offensive line is all world. I mean, it might be one of the top 5 in the league. So I really like the Colts this year. I think they're going to be a really tough out for a lot of teams that may take them lightly. Think about what they did when they went to Buffalo last year, and Jonathan Taylor gave them 5 touchdowns. They will run the ball on you mercilessly. And don't sleep on a guy like Nyheim Hines, who doesn't get a whole lot of flash, whole lot of pomp and circumstance. If Frank Reich used this guy a little bit better, he could catch 60 balls. He's not going to be much of a between the tackles type of runner, but think James White, New England Patriots. This guy could be that. It's just about how they deploy him. And so 10 10 wins for the Indianapolis Colts. I like what they've done. I like their offseason. I like getting Matt Ryan in there as a potential stopgap to getting your future quarterback in the draft in the next year or the next 2 years. But they can make some noise this year, and don't be surprised if they go to the playoffs and go deep in the playoffs. My name is Dexter Reed. The season is almost here. Thursday's kickoff. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for subscribing. You can find us all over social media. It can be found at grabit.com. We've got a YouTube page. We're all over the place. We appreciate you guys liking, subscribing, and showing us love. And we will be back tomorrow with another breakdown. Have a great day, everybody.